Alright, so I've got my voice back, so I'll be able to talk a little bit on this video. Today we've got a tournament for you. As you can see on the screen, it's AOL Destroyers Age of Mythology 1 vs 1 Winter Tournament 2020. And we'll be watching Dixon and Gaboo go at it in a best of 5 round 1. So let's go. All right, so this tournament is has a couple of unique rules. One rule is that the first home map that the guys pick they pick has to be a snow map. So I'm pretty sure this first map here belongs to Dixon, but we can't be sure. So we're playing on Ghost Lake, and we've got Gaboo in the red and Dixon in the blue. Hades versus Loki. Now, the other rule that we've got here is that each player must choose a Norse civilization, which one here is Loki, in their first 2 or 3 games. So Gaboo's gone Loki, so this means Dixon after this will have to go Norse in his next 2 games. And the other player you see here on the screen is Iron Maiden. He is observing the game, and in the vanilla version of the game, or the original Age of Mythology version of the game, the observer function does not work properly, so the player has to resign in order to be able to see the map. Now we see Gaboo's view here. This map, Ghost Lake, is pretty much Mediterranean on ice, meaning we've got one large lake in the middle, frozen lake in the middle, which you cannot build on. We've got sheep in that area, which you can scout and grab, so you can build around the edges here and build up through the sides, but you cannot build in the center. So Gaboo is concentrating on his hunt early on. He's stocking up his sheep for later. Dixon's out early on the hunt. He's going forward for these reindeer over here. Or caribou, as they're called, is another name for them. So the sheep wars, it looks like they're pretty even. They've got the same amount of sheep. So looking at the town centres here, we've got town centre over here with some hunt around it, which would be quite handy. This one over here hasn't got much going for it. You've got a gold mine out forward, but the town centre doesn't protect that at all. So if Gaboo was going to go for another town centre, he would probably go for this one. Dixon, he's got a town centre over here, which will probably protect that gold. This town centre, again, hasn't got a lot going for it at all, so if Dixon were to go a second town centre, he'd probably go that one. Myth units trend faster. Well, I'm not sure they'll be rushing after that relic. Mithril horseshoes improves cavalry speed. Well, that's fairly close, but I'm not sure if Gaboo will be building much cavalry. We're just having a look here at what Dixon is scouting and what he can see of the enemy. So he's got the villagers there. He's gone past the hunt over here. So he knows that's happening. He's just going to camp down there. Gaboo, he hasn't done much scouting at all. He's basically scouted his part of the map. So he knows what is going on for him, knows where he's going next, but he hasn't scouted his enemy at all. He's going fairly defensive by the look of it here. Dixon's just gone up Athena. Gaboo's going heavy on the hearse by the look of it. We've got spy cast on the villager here by Gaboo. So that means he's got full view of Dixon's base. We're just going to keep alternating between Gaboo here and Dixon so we can see their resources. Doing a bit of scouting with his forward Herser as well. So he's got that town centre, so he knows where Dixon will be going, or he can probably guess. Yeah, so he's seen the second one there. So he'll know now exactly where Dixon's going to go in the heroic age. You cannot get a town centre in the classical age on vanilla. Now, the thing about Norse here is the way they generate favour, which you need to build myth units and the like, is they generate favour with their heroes and by attacking things. So the more Hersa you have out, the more favour you get. As you can see down here, 10 heroes. They're just sizing each other up for now. Dixon's had a bit of a raid going on down here. Gaboo's seen that and he's going to come back to deal with that. He's managed to see off Dixon there. He's going to grab one of these hippocons here. Down he goes. And the thing about the Hersa as a unit is they've got a fair bit of speed, so they can keep up with the horses here. Oh, he's just missed that block there. He's managed to get a hit on that last hippocon. So Dixon hasn't fared too well out of that at all. He's stopped the early aggression there from Gaboo, I suppose. He's got his own little army coming out now. Dixon, made up of hippocon and toxotes. See Gaboo moving off to the gold on the side. Got a bunch of Hersa moving forward towards Gaboo's base up there. Dixon's just sizing up his attacking options here. Got vision on these now from Dixon. He's got a couple of horses coming over to drive these guys off as well. He's got Gaboo hot on his heels. So how's Gaboo looking for gold? He's got heaps of gold still. He's gonna probably looking to go up here. You probably go up Braggy here. Some battle boar and the flaming weapons. What have we done here? Have we, I think we've, yeah, I think we've frozen the recorded game here. Okay, welcome back everybody. We had a bit of a malfunction there. We had the game crash on us, but we're back at the same time, or roughly the same time, and we're going to resume from here. Alright, so Dixon on the attack here. He's mainly got hippocons here, matched up against a very small army there, but he's going to go back this way to protect his base by the look of it. He's going to split his army up there so he can harass the other side. So Gaboo heading down towards this gold. I just wonder if Dixon has that scouted. He does not have that scouted, so Gaboo can probably safely hide in there. So Dixon's been driven off that gold. I think we've missed that somehow. Or did he just build the house there? I don't think he even came out. Here he goes. So he's going to get that location up there. Now Dixon's come down looking for the miners here. Been unable to find them, so he's going to start wondering where Gaboo is mining. So let's see how he reacts to that. Let's see if he goes to the other side there. He's got some cavalry coming down the side here now. Gonna run into the trees. Let's see if he goes down towards this gold here. No, he's going to miss it again. You can reveal some very interesting things by keeping the fog of war on, sometimes. You can also miss a lot, I guess, too, if you mess around with it too much. I feel like Dixon is wondering where Gaboo is getting his gold from. But he hasn't sort of checked out that other side there much yet either. So we've got Dixon going for a town centre over here, and Gaboo's driven him off. 1 villager down, 2, 3 villagers down, and he'll get the 4th. He'll probably take that tower down. He's got enough Hersa there to do it. Yeah, that's not good for Dixon there. He's got a villager there himself, but he's lost quite a few up here. He's got the spy on there of Gaboo, so he knows exactly what's going on there, and that's why he knew that town centre was going up there. He's also got a couple of little pigs coming out there, so things are looking up for Gaboo here, actually. So Dixon's managed to drive him off, and he'll probably get that town centre up, but he did lose quite a few villagers there. And regardless if he had the spy or not, it was pretty obvious where he was going to go with that. So Gaboo getting up a hill fort here, and I think he's ready to start pushing forward shortly. We see Dixon heading over here to check out the gold. He's going to go up there and look at this gold, I think, but he just doesn't know about this one down here at all. So he's starting to realise that he's missed something. So Gaboo's split his gold there, and I wonder if this will... Okay, so Gaboo's got the Nidhogg out. And he's got Dixon fighting underneath the hill fort here. He's got the fire giant as well. And the battle board, so Gaboo's won that one pretty decisively. So Dixon heading off to the hunt over here on the other side. And here comes Gaboo with his massive army. He's going to take this down, no problem at all. Gaboo's got absolutely... Dixon, sorry, has got nothing there. He's very short on army at the moment. And they're well out of position. by the time they get over here, this town centre will be dead. We've got Curse gone down here. He's got 6 of Gaboo's army, but he's still outnumbered greatly. Gaboo's safe on that gold there. And Gaboo can afford to have a couple of units here building the town centre himself. And Dixon's decided that that's it for him, and he's had enough. And really, yeah, the writing was on the wall there. Gaboo was just too strong. Let's have a look at the post game. Yeah, and then really the score just shows that Gaboo was really on top in that game. Gaboo well ahead on gold, and I think that's where the game was won there. My goodness. Oh my goodness, have a look at that. 61 units lost and 13 killed. Oh, goodness me. Oh, that's amazing, that. Okay. So it's fairly even on the population right through. Gaboo actually behind a bit. Similar story here until we started. You can see there that those units that were lost there around the building of that town, just before Dixon tried to build that town centre. Fairly even up until the end, really, but in the score, but that doesn't tell the full tale. Yeah. That's a big difference there. And Dixon just didn't have a chance to get the mythic there at all. And he was just going to fall further and further behind. Alright. That's game 1. And we'll be back with game 2 shortly. Thanks very much.